My name is Adesuwa Oyenokwe. I'm talking about fear today. Fear is false expectations appearing real. That's a cliche, I know. But to me, it has become something that has guarded and guided my life, guarded me against fear itself, and guided me in terms of how I attack or face fear. Now, the two words in that spelling of fear that hits me all the time are expectation and real, which to me is expectation and reality. Now, what's expectation? What you decide or determine that you want to have, or what you wish to have, or what you desire to have. And reality is your reality, what's happening to you right now. I see in both circumstances, you are there. So it depends on if you are in the driver's seat of your life. Now, why am I saying this? With time, I've had different fears. One of them, usually as a mother, you fear for your children, where they're going to turn out. I'm going to share an example of one fear that I faced, how it turned out. And I only saw the reality of the fear only a few weeks ago. Now, 3 years ago, I had a son who wanted to stop the course he was studying, computer engineering. He had done 3 years of computer engineering in a university in America, and he was tired, he didn't want it, it wasn't what he wanted to do. Mind you, had paid school fees 3 years in a row. And that's like $120,000. And your son says, I don't want to do this. We battled this for a year, but eventually he was falling into depression, and he was facing the risk of getting involved in bad habits like smoking and drinking. And it was even to a point where we thought he was going to take his life. And that was when I had to confront my fears. I realized, why? What was my fear? It was a fear that made me not accept this decision. Fear that, where will I get money to do other things? And it was just 1 year away from graduation. Where am I going to get $120,000 to another degree? He wanted to study music. Second of all, what would people say? All of those, when I realized that I am not in control of what people say. I'm not even in control of how much I'm going to spend tomorrow, but I'm in control of how much I can make today to make tomorrow better. And I'm in control of how much I can keep this guy alive and happy enough to do the things that he wants to do and make me happy ultimately. So I confronted that fear. To tell you, it wasn't easy. But when he graduated a few weeks ago now, top of his class, suddenly those fears became nothing. I still have fears, but I think the best thing that's happened to me is realizing that if your mind is in the right place, you will be in the driver's seat of your car of life, and then you are better in a position to face fears, but you don't discount them, you recognize them, and you deal with them, and you work with them. A life change happened to me August last year when I went to go and do a life coaching course, and an NLP course, and an EFT course, and I'm still learning at the Olusola Academy. You know what? That thing was like a life wire. It opened to me all that is possible in life. I set out to do that training because I wanted to begin to coach, something I do ordinarily, mentoring, training, but I wanted to coach, and I thought this was a new line of business. I am going to begin to make money from this. But guess what? I graduated in December, finally finished my course. Fear hit again. Do you think who will pay you for what you're doing? Who's going to pay for this kind of thing? And all of those things. But then again, because now I know when that sets up, I get on the driver's seat. How do I get on the driver's seat? I call my coach. In this instance, it was TC. Listen, I'm afraid. And he says, you have to go back to your anchor. Go back to what you know and just do. So what am I saying? Fear will always be with you. But you have to learn to face fear. And to face fear, you've got to transform your mind. To transform your mind, you've got to train. You've got to get the knowledge. You've got to get the skill. Today, I am a life and relationship coach. My life is an example, yes. The relationship of experience, an example is yes. But I have trained in one of the best. So you can trust that whenever you come to here, you're going to be getting the best. Truly, fear, the difference is expectation and reality. You can control it.